against the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Right back to Cook for another completion.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
To the air, Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Demonte Kazin. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Now 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Harris. Fights him off. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 81 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he fends him off, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 7-7, our score after 1.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Now Allen. And it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Bills First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Has his man, it's Shakir. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th, Rudolph. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 30 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Rudolph on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On second and 10, Rudolph. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, Rudolph. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal in throwing it in that situation.
The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
3rd and 5. Rudolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rudolph throwing again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. Here's Johnson with a reception. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
It'll buy some time right. Pickens is there on the crossing route. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Rudolph. Touchdown! Deontay Jackson from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Shelling through the defense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
There is Deontay Johnson as this Steeler offense gets set for this next series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Rudolph going to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Steelers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Looking right sideline. That's complete. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers' 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the... Back now in Buffalo. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Flush to his right.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Rudolph now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, They take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw, Rudolph. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
They run for it with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second. And this time he is in. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Pushing his way through.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here if they want to advance in this divisional round. Look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Allen now on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now Allen.
At the 45-yard
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
gain of 3 yards. That's good.
Allen maybe with a free play.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
It's 4th down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2nd and 6.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hardy set to return. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a 1st down.
Allen. That's caught by Shakir.
And he goes out right around the 39. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Throwing, Allen. That is caught by Shakir.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen.
That'll be complete to Cook.
Here's 2nd down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Allen.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis.
And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Allen.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.